Hey y'all. What's up guys, it's your girl Ashley back with another YouTube video, and today I'm gonna be answering y'all Q&A questions. I really kind of want to get straight into it. This is very long overdue. I asked you these questions about like a month ago, but I wanted to give it some time so I could like listen, it is so hard for me to find, like, this is the best way I can make time for my YouTube videos because I really want to be more active with you guys. I've been gone for so long, for like almost a year, and that's ghetto. And I appreciate the ones that's been like rocking with me for real. I love you. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. I'm gonna start off with the YouTube questions, of course, because y'all was here first. Like, why would I not? I feel like there's gonna be a lot of questions that's like repeated, so there's gonna be a few that I'm kind of just gonna skip over, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, so let's go. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Family, career, and etc. What do you plan on doing for your birthday? For my birthday, I didn't really do much. I went out with a friend. I went out to eat with my family. That was like, when I say my family, I'm talking about my mom, my brother, Josiah and stuff. I enjoyed myself with that. And I went out with a friend. Y'all, I enjoyed myself with my friend, but I don't want to put the blame on her, but we lost our phones. And it took us like 20 minutes to find our phone. She had to go downstairs and she found our phone. I thought it was around the car. It wasn't even by the car. The phone was on top of a trash can. Mind you, the night that we went out, it was like a busy street by the listen, I started getting frustrated. You wanna know what I did? I started getting frustrated and I turned around and I said, let me go pray. Cause I was like, I'm already not a materialistic person, but I know like my phone, everything's on my phone, so I was stressed. So I turned around, I just started praying, and look what God did. I am recording on my phone right now, and I bless him for it. I praise God, because imagine if I would have like went crazy, or I would have been upset or whatever, and then God probably would have been like, oh yeah, you're not gonna get this back. That's my dog, like that's what he do. But yeah, in 5 years, I see myself having a very successful business. I'm going to be selling raw hair. Y'all gonna be getting like the first sneak peek of it. I'm going to be selling raw hair. I'm going to still be selling wigs, but I'm going to be selling hair. I'm going to be doing hair. I see myself as I feel like in 5 years, I'm probably going to be making enough where I don't have to do hair anymore, but I will still do it for the people who've been like supporting me or whatever, you know, a girl's last minute. I want to be that last minute stylist that, you know, I'm not always booked and busy because I'm selling hair all the time. You know, I want that to be my main source of income, and YouTube, of course, but I don't want to rely on doing hair, you feel me? So I see myself being a successful hair seller, running a successful business, godly business, with my husband. I see myself married in 5 years, probably like 3. You heard that? I'll just try to make sure he hear it first, because like we gotta speak it into existence, okay? But yes, I see myself running a successful business, my career choice, so I'm gonna be selling hair, doing YouTube still, maybe even, I don't know, hopefully by then I will know like my placement in God's kingdom, like whether or not if he wants me to evangelize, I don't know if I'm, you know, prophetess or whatever, I don't know, but whatever God, I want to also do like his work. I want to be able to like help people come to his kingdom as well. So that's my, you know, goal. And of course, be a great mom. I want to be a good example for, you know, a woman, like the godly woman that I want my son to like, you know, look for. I don't want to be this is a lot, but I want to be an example. I want to be like, was it Proverbs 31? That's what I want to do. My girl, thanks. But another thing, my favorite gospel song, oh gosh, y'all, I've been listening to gospel music for a long time. Like, if I'm being completely honest, like I never really liked worldly music. Like I didn't really listen to secular music like that ever, but because my ex-best friend used to be like a rapper, he used to put me on a lot of music, so me and him, we kind of shared the same taste because I like what he liked. And but my favorite song is No Weapon against Fred Hammond. I actually gave birth to that song. No Weapon, Melodies from Heaven, very basic. Mercy Chinua, Excess Love. What's another one? I really do like, I want to do some Love Theory by Kirk Franklin. I like that one a lot. And there's another one called, what's the other one called? God's Gotta Bless It, God's Gotta Bless it, with my name on, with my name on, with my name on. I like that one too. That was raw. Like, y'all so sleep on the gospel. Like, gospel music's so good. How do I stay consistent with God in college? I kind of just apply it to my everyday thing, you know. Every day I wake up, I ask God to use me. You know, sometimes I go to a school, I go to cosmetology school, so sometimes I may have a client or my teachers or my classmates may like kind of piss me off a little bit, and I kind of just gotta, you know, what would Jesus do? That's really how I apply God in my everyday life. I ask God to use me as a vessel. If I ever feel like, you know, somebody comes to me a certain way, maybe my response could be helpful to them. My way of applying God to my everyday life and like remembering to put him first is just living as he would want me to, you understand? So like it's really easy. And always start your day off reading the Bible, at least the scripture. Speak to God before you start your day. It's so much helpful. It like gives a ripple effect on everything else that's going to be coming for the day and stuff. That's something that I like to do. How's school coming along? How are you making time managing school, being a mom, making time for yourself? If I'm being honest, it's really hard to make time for myself. The most time, like, school is, well, I love school, but going to school is such a big sacrifice because I'm not used to this type of schedule. Like, for so long, I was just used to waking up at whatever time I want to wake up, go about my day. You know, I have more than enough time for a lot of things, but now it's like I really have to balance. And, you know, sometimes I will be grateful to just have at least 10 to 15 minutes by myself, because, you know, always being around your side sometimes, or, you know, it gets overwhelming. It can get very overwhelming. I'm not gonna lie about that, because I don't want to pretend like I'm this super mom. Girl, listen, sometimes my mom come from her work, and I just want to take your grandson and leave me alone. Like, go. You know. But I'm very thankful for the closed doors that God has done, because I was trying to look for an apartment. Now imagine if I looked for an apartment, I found an apartment, and which wasn't a part of God's will, it would have been really bad for me. I wouldn't have had my mom to be able to just throw my son to her whenever, you know, I just need some time. So making time for myself, it's something that I have to try to prioritize a little bit more, because I don't, you know, for my birthday weekend, I did a little bit more, but I want to be able to make that, like, yeah, making time for myself is hard. That's something I want to prioritize a little bit more. How have I been mentally? I've been so much more better. Like, I've been a lot better. He's doing something. I'm so much better. Thank you so much for asking. Are me and Nigeria still friends? I would say that we're cordial. I wouldn't use the term friend, because like we don't talk like all the time, like, you know, but you know, I can hear her and be like, girl, you seen this and that and the third, whoop de whoop, and then she'll like respond or whatever. But like, we're not friends, but we're cordial. Like, if I see her, I'm gonna say hi, you know, we cool, but we're not friends. I think friends is a lot more intimate. So, but yeah, she's still a great person. Me and her actually went out to eat not too long ago, and it was really cool. Like, we kind of just we met up with each other at this place, and it was just nice. It was really nice seeing her. Like, just, she's doing so well with herself. I'm just like happy that, you know, we were able to clear a lot more things that wasn't clear before. So, but yeah. Have you ever dealt with disrespect from your family members? How did you stick up with your stuff or went about it? I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the one to stick up for myself. That's like probably something I'm still working on. I'm very passive aggressive. Like, you know, if something bothers me or somebody says something, I'm not the type to really, you won't know something wrong with me until like you either see it in my face or you, I'm really good at just hiding it. So I can say, like, from when growing up, I kind of just handled my situations by, you know, crying. It's sad. I kind of just, that's what I did. Like I still to this day, I kind of struggle with expressing myself. Sometimes I will overly express myself now because I'm trying to balance that. But yeah, when it comes to family, just because I've been through a lot, like I said, I used to feel like I was the black sheep of my family for a very long time. But the problem with that is that I used to hold in so much, and I used to just hide how I feel, that when the time does come for me to like express all that balled up emotion, I explode, and it's really bad, and it's not even cute, but it's so bad. I think my last time exploding like that was about 2 months ago. No, it was a while ago. It was probably when Josiah was about like 2 months old. So probably about 4 months ago was my last time really exploding like that. And I had to really apologize, like, cause it was a mess. I don't want that to be a part of me anymore. So now my way of handling things when it comes to disrespect, I'll probably be like, no. Like I'll probably be a lot more straightforward or like say something about it. But you know, it doesn't happen very often anymore. I'm pretty sure, because like the way I carry myself now. If to have my way of handling it now, like I'll probably be a lot more straightforward, like, you know, I kind of don't like what you did, or I don't really appreciate, you know, that's my way of expressing things. Just be polite about it. How did you fully surrender to God? How do you stay away from friends, family members that may lead you into temptation? I fully surrendered to God when I found out that what I was doing was witchcraft. Tarot card readings, my zodiac sign, divination, all that stuff. I was getting close into like investing into crystals. When I found out all of that was wicked and not of God, I gave my life to God in my mom's room. I was on my knees. It was actually around my birthday, or the day of my birthday. I have it in my prayer journal. I could like, maybe one day we'll do a video of me like reading a few of my scary stories in my prayer journal, because it's like I got a few. I just like, God blessed my YouTube channel with a lot of testimonies, and every single testimony I watched was somebody going through the same thing I went through, experiencing the same thing I went through, and it just made a lot of things clear as to why this was happening to me. And when I realized that what I was doing was not of God and was of darkness, like I was basically playing the devil's game, I went to my mom's room, I cried, I broke down. Something told me to get up, and then I found a brand new Bible inside my the linen closet. And yeah, I was just like, yeah, God, if it's not for me, I don't want it. I don't care how good it looked. I just feel like that's how we should live. Like it's so great on this side. So how do I stay away from friends and family members that may lead you into temptation? I cut them off. Period. I cut them off. Like the Lord said, it's better to if your right hand causes you to sin, I don't really remember which hand he said, but if your left hand causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it in the ditch. It's better for your left hand to get burned than your whole body to get, like, you know, and get thrown into the hell of fire. Cut it off. I'm sorry. Like I actually had to cut a few people off recently because, you know, my flesh was getting tempted, and it's like, I know God is not happy with me. Like it was scary. Like y'all, listen, I don't know. I take lightning and thunderstrucks. I take them so much more serious now, especially at nighttime. So it's like, I was like, this is not good. So I just cut them off. Cause I feel like, especially with how I'm very open about my life now, like, and how I am with God, and like my way of where I want to walk. So like, if somebody is tempting me, which they should know better, it's like, if you're doing that and you know what I'm trying to do, like you're not for me. You know, you're sent from the enemy. That's what you're doing. Okay. So, do I want more children in the future? Yes, I do. Actually, I want Josiah to at least have a little sister or a little brother. Like I don't know. I do, but yeah, I don't care. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. What are some of my long-term goals? A lot of my long-term goals is for one, to be an active woman of God. Like I want, when I walk in a room, people are like, oh, she got some type of anointing on her. I want to be a mother figure. you know, I want to be an example for those who probably did experience the same thing I went through, having a baby at a young age. I want to build and maintain the business that I feel that God blessed me with. I also would like to just keep it going in a straight and narrow path, because it's hard. Like, I know I be talking about these things and it's like, it sounds like, oh, it's coming. It's really hard. Like, because, you know, sometimes you just want to sin a little bit, but it's like, no, we're not doing that. Okay. So I just want to continue to stay on the right path, you know, and just keep God close. I want to continue to, like, I've been lacking with reading my Bible. I want to keep on going with those type of things. Everything else is going to fall in place if I just keep on going in that sense. Why did I fall out with Joeville? This is a Q&A, so I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, but I'm not gonna say too much. It was just, I felt like the loyalty I had for him wasn't taken. How can I say this? Yeah, I just don't feel like he valued me as, like, the way as much as I valued him. I don't feel like he looked at me the same, you know. So we kind of just went our separate ways. Like, no hard feelings. Like, if I'm being honest, the last thing we said to each other before never talking again was "I love you." So, you know, I feel like that was good. That was good. So we just felt like, because I didn't feel like he was treating me as the best friend. Like, I felt like I should have been treated like the sister I thought I was. I didn't feel like I was being treated as such. And I didn't feel like we were, yeah. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Too bad. Sorry. I don't want to get into it. Yes, okay. My favorite Bible verse is John 3:16, and I believe it is Corinthians 15:30, verse 33. I feel like that's what it is. Basically saying you are who you hang around. Bad company corrupts good morals, you feel me? And it's the same way vice versa. Surround yourself around godly people, you'll get godly blessings. And Jesus, tell us about how he's changed your life and made you happier. He's just so raw. I can't, like, I won't be able to, because I could go on all day for the things that he's done for me, but he's just changed my perspective. Like, the way I used to see life, I don't see it that way no more. I see things so much more, I see it a lot differently now. Like, a simple, you know, I'm just very, I feel like I'm just a lot more sensitive to things now. Like, you know, this is not our only life. Like, now I have something to prove to him. Like, you know, I want to be with my God. I want to live with him. I want to be in his kingdom. You feel me? I don't live life like this is my life. It's not my life. It's not. So yeah, that's my best. Like, listen, if y'all want that, we can have a discussion about that another time. But he's changed my life in every way possible. Every way possible. Do I still communicate with my college roommate? Yes, that's my girl. Do you and Steven still date, or did y'all break up because of your new journey with Christ? Yeah, we're not together. Yeah, we're not together. I guess you could say my journey with Christ kind of did influence me into leaving. It just, a lot of things wasn't lining up with each other. They weren't, like, it was like a puzzle piece that we were trying to fit together, and it just wasn't fitting. So sometimes God has to work with people. Like, I do hope God works through him, or works on him. And I probably can't be in the picture when he does that, you feel me? Because I had to be isolated when God was working on me. So there's just things that wasn't working, and I just felt like it was best for us to. So yeah, we're not dating, so yeah. Oh, we was pregnant around the same time. Hey, Kayana Hill, my girl was pregnant with me around the same time. Oh my gosh, I love you too. After you had your son, did you have any postpartum depression? No, I don't think I had any postpartum depression, but I felt like I was getting triggered too into having that. But you know, by the grace of God, I was already building my relationship with him, so it wasn't going the way it could have, you feel me? So yeah, I didn't really experience postpartum depression, but I did, like, go through a lot more. Like, I'm already slightly insecure. I'm insecure. So I was struggling with my looks. You know, I've been an athlete all my life, so my body changing, I'm still not feeling it. Yeah, it was just kind of a lot of personal things that was mentally I was bothered by that. But for the most part, no, it was fine. It was okay. Do you have any advice for expecting moms in a relationship? I don't want to say this because I feel like this shouldn't be the thing, but I noticed that if your past life before your baby was you being aggressive, you fighting all the time, you know, talking to a lot of men or this and that, that's not the example that you want your son or daughter to be accustomed to. That's not something that you want to be. You want them to be okay with, you feel me? Because that's going to come with a lot of hurt and a lot of pain. I feel like the reason why God allows us to even have babies sometimes is like through them we learn our lesson. I learned my lesson through my son, and I'm still learning. Like, he's working on me every day. But I would definitely say that. I will also say it's okay. Let me tell y'all something. The first day, the 3 days, I had Josiah for 3 days. On my third day, they let me out in the hospital. I forgot all of his stuff at the hospital. I forgot his birth certificate. I forgot all his important information. I forgot everything. And I was crying on my way there. I'm like, bruh, this is only my third day out here. And I'm already like, I'm such a bad mom. You're not a bad mom. There's a lot that comes with like raising a child. And I'm still learning. You know, there's so much that I don't know. And you have to just take a deep breath and remember that this is your first time. And even if it's not your first time, that this is you're never too wise. Like, you can always learn. There's always something that you're learning. Like, this is a learning process. This is a learning life that we live in, you feel me? So just take it easy on yourself. Like, because when you stress, you're going to bring that stress onto the baby. And you don't want to, what's that word? Oh, what's that thing when people like you don't want to put that on the baby as well as yourself. You need to be your best self to be the mother that you need to be. Yeah, okay. What's the real reason you and Nigeria fell out? Honestly, it was me. Y'all, it was me. Like, I kind of feel like I was worshiping our friendship a lot. God, like, in that moment, I was also not in my right state of mind, because me and Nigeria fell out before I fell out with everybody else. So when me and Nigeria fell out, it was a lot of me just overthinking, because I really struggled with that. It's so bad, but it was a lot of me just overthinking. And what else? Like, I was just making things worse for myself. And when I was always in my phone, so when I used to go on my phone, there would be things that I would make a big deal out of. It's like, what, you said this? Or, you know, I would notice that, and I'd be like, bro, I really felt like I was worshiping this girl. Like, I couldn't live without her. And, you know, it was a lot of few things that I just overthought a lot about different stuff, that I was like, you know, this is not this not my friend. I'm like, this not my friend. I can't be friends with her. But it was me, guys. Like, and I made it clear. Like, I feel like us as individuals, we still had a lot that was wrong with each other that we were trying to find out about ourselves. Nigeria is also an overthinker like me, and sometimes it makes things bad. But yes, it's not, I wouldn't say it's all just me, but for the most part, I would say, like, I initiated us falling out. Like, it was my fault. You know, I didn't know how to talk about things. So I just like, you know, I don't want to be friends. I don't want to be your friend no more. And I just left it at that. And she was like, girl, what? Like, you can't do that. And then I did it. I'm not proud of it. We spoke about it. So, but yeah, it was me, y'all. I don't know. At least I'm honest. What was the first sign that led you to be saved and to give your life up to the Lord Jesus Christ? When I felt like I was about to have a miscarriage. When I felt like I was about to have a miscarriage, I'm like, yeah, it's done. I can't do this no more. Something is wrong. The Holy Spirit convicted me, because I would read my Bible every morning. And as I read my Bible, I will still be like, watching tarot card readings and stuff like that. And then the Holy Spirit convicted me one time, and it was like, how do you trust in God, but you're seeking tarot card readers for confirmation, and it just didn't make sense, so I stopped. I think my last time I ever watching a tarot card video was like last year, September or something. It was after the kids went to school. And when that happened, I think before that, I almost experienced a miscarriage. The doctor said, you know, it was just a stomach ache, but the Lord blessed my YouTube channel with my YouTube feed with a girl who went through the same thing. She was into tarot card readings, and she actually experienced a miscarriage. And you know, I just feel like when you are letting yourself, when you open yourself to a lot of demonic things, anything can happen. And I feel like that was that hard no that I didn't want to, you know, because I already gained this relationship, I already gained this attachment with my son, and I wasn't even like I was barely showing. So like for me to feel like I'm about to experience a miscarriage, I was like, yeah, it's done. I can't do this no more. And it was so draining, like trying to keep up with your self-peace or self-this or freaking being one with yourself, or it's so draining. Like, that's why I'm just so happy I just gave it all to, I gave God all of my property. You could keep it. I don't need it, nothing. Take it, bye. And I could just live now. Like, I could breathe. Like, how many months is the baby boy? My baby's a big 7. He's a big 7 months. Am I enjoying school? I love my school. I just feel like sometimes because I'm so like naive or childish or like childlike, they kind of, you know, but I kind of bring it onto myself because I'm very childlike or whatever. I tend to get mistaken for like a clueless girl, but like I'm smart. Like, I know better. Sometimes I just say the first thing that's on my mind, and I feel like I don't know, my peers or whoever, like people probably treat me as a little girl sometimes, and it's like whatever. I don't know, but I love my school. I feel like God made me go there. I love my school. It's very faith-based. It's very family-oriented. It's all about how you make it or what you make it. I kind of didn't express that to nobody, you know, like, I hope none of my classmates are watching this, but yeah, like, yeah, I love my school for the most part. It's just that sometimes I get carried away with just being me, and it's like sometimes that's what I need to do. But that was pretty long. I think I'm gonna leave it there with my question and answers. I don't want to say too much. If you guys want a part 2, because I didn't even answer the questions I was on Instagram. You know, YouTube, we love each other over here. We love each other first. So I didn't even get into the questions on Instagram. So yeah, like, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any more questions, I'll be more than happy to respond to you guys in the comment section below. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys. BG out.